So, a Minecraft movie was directed by Jared Hess and it stars Jack Black, Jason Momoa, Danielle Brooks, Emma Myers. Jennifer Coolidge is in this movie for a few minutes. And in this movie, a group of people find themselves in this weird world that's basically the world of Minecraft, and they have their new guide, Steve, to help them save his world, save their world, and we have a Minecraft movie. So, this was a movie that I was definitely not looking forward to. I have never played Minecraft in my entire life, so I have no reference as to anything that's in this world or anything like that. I only saw the trailers and I'm like, yeah, that does not look like it's for me. Now, I like some of the cast. I like Jack Black. For the most part, these days, not so much. Jason Momoa, I think, is okay. Jennifer Coolidge, she's in a career resurgence. But I was like thinking, why is everyone in this movie? Like, why are these people in this movie? And having seen the movie, thankfully I saw it when there weren't as many people being, wild when you hear the phrase jockey chicken. This movie is, in my opinion, not good. Not good. I did not care for this movie. I thought there were times where it's like I'm actually kind of laughing, but some of it is intentional and other parts are just unintentional. So let's get down to it. First off, some of the worlds in this movie actually look really cool. Like the main world that they're all exploring is really cool. Also, the villain's main world is also pretty interesting as well. I kind of wish I saw more of them if I'm being honest, but for what they are, they actually look pretty good. And again, there are admittedly some very funny moments in this movie. Some are intentional, some are unintentional. Some of it is like, okay, that was kind of funny, mainly because it's just so random and bizarre. It's like you kind of have no choice but to laugh at the absurdity of it. But then there are just so many moments where it's kind of unintentional, where it's like it's actually kind of surprising at times where they actually go with some of these jokes, and I'm like, wow, I did not expect that at all. Yeah, I can't really say that this is like the funniest movie, but there's like so many moments where I'm laughing at it. It's weird. And admittedly, there are no bad performances in this movie. Almost everyone gives it their all. Surprisingly, Jason Momoa is not too bad. Jennifer Coolidge for her brief scenes is okay. But no one necessarily gives a bad performance, but no one really has a character that you can really care about. Let's dive into it. The characters are as generic as you can get. These are the most bland characters I had seen in a movie in a long, long time. And I'm like, were there any original ideas for this movie? Anything at all? No, there weren't. So it was so boring. The characters themselves were just very flat. I did not give a crap about any of them. And I will say the movie just does not get better. Like at first it's kind of funny and it's kind of interesting and the world itself is pretty cool, but the movie itself and where the plot goes, I'm like I just cared less and less about what happened and I just did not care. Meanwhile, some of the characters in the movie are just incredibly useless. Like Danielle Brooks's character, she really has no reason to be in this movie whatsoever. She doesn't have much to do. She doesn't really have any funny moments. She's just a fourth character in this new world that has to tag along for reasons. Meanwhile, let's talk about useless subplots. Jennifer Coolidge. Now, Jennifer Coolidge, I get it. She's in a career comeback, and, I'm really happy for her. Her plot line is so pointless in this movie. You could have cut it out of the movie entirely, and you would not have missed anything. It is not funny. It's just random. It's just there's no stakes. There's really nothing to that subplot whatsoever. You could have just removed it entirely. Meanwhile, the irony of this movie is that it's supposed to spark creativity and spark your imagination in a way. And ironically, the movie itself has none of those things. It has no imagination, it has no creativity, and it doesn't have effort. That is the main issue that I have with this movie is that there's hardly any effort in anything outside of like some of these worlds. But even that is just, that's mostly CGI at this point. But I just found it kind of dull at times. Like I just did not get myself invested in this movie. And I guess I can't really be too mad at this, but yeah, I can't really be too mad because, I wasn't looking forward to this movie. This movie's not necessarily made for me. I've never played a Minecraft game in my entire life. So who am I to judge this movie? Well, the thing is, I usually say this about other movies where it's like they kind of rely on Easter eggs and rely on fans of something, and it's a fan where they rely on the fans to really enjoy this movie and basically say, "Hey, this movie's great, and it's really fun and such." Even though they're feel like a lot of them are only pretending to like it, but like whatever. That's a whole other conversation. I don't know if I'm gonna get into, but like if you want people to enjoy something that they might not have been interested in before. Wouldn't you want to put effort into something that they would enjoy? Like, I've never played Minecraft, so wouldn't you want to try to get someone like me to enjoy the movie as well as the fans? Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. There have been cases in the last few years where it's like I've enjoyed something even though I've never gotten into it. Like I enjoyed Dungeons and Dragons, didn't like. I never played Dungeons and Dragons, but I enjoyed Dungeons and Dragons that came out a couple years ago. Or I never played with a Barbie doll. I watched the Barbie movie and I really enjoyed it. So this movie is kind of like one of those where it's like maybe fans of the game are going to really enjoy it. Personally, for me, I just could not get into it. I just found a lot of it very generic, very dull, very cliche. And other than the worlds themselves and a couple of the performances that are at least okay-ish, there's really not much else in this movie that works. So again, the worlds themselves are interesting. It can be funny, both intentional and unintentional. The performances themselves are fine for the most part. Jack Black, he's not as annoying as he was in Borderlands, but his character is just so all over the place. I'm just like kind of done with his character. But again, it is very cliche. It is very generic. The characters are pretty much one note. The characters themselves are very thin. They have no real development whatsoever. I couldn't care less. It got worse as the movie went along. Like it wasn't as fun, it wasn't as funny, it wasn't as bizarre even. Like I would have preferred this movie if it was a bizarre, random, disturbing nightmare fuel movie, kind of like something out of Cat in the Hat. But it doesn't even go for that. Yes, the rhyme was intentional. I don't care. And again, for a movie that is supposed to be the importance of imagination and creativity and letting that spark shine and such, it ironically doesn't have any of those things. Literally, a line in this movie is first we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft. And I wanted to just groan in the theater. It was not good. I did not care for this movie. I can see some people kind of enjoying this movie for some of those reasons that I mentioned. It can be really bizarre, and maybe those Easter eggs are really going to, entice a lot of those people who really love this movie. But I just could not get into it. I'll give a Minecraft movie 1.5 out of 4 stars. Stream it. So, what'd you think of a Minecraft movie? Comment down below, subscribe to the channel. This is Pat. Stay safe.